Sumo.
Hi everyone, I'm Paul Hans from the Startup Foundry. We have Tom Critchlow here, and he's going to teach us how to use Google Docs to just be ridiculously efficient. And Tom, like, who cares what Word suite you use or Office suite? Like, what difference does it make?
So obviously, like, Excel is pretty powerful, right? And there's loads of cool things you can do with Excel. But the key difference with Google Docs, and the thing that I want to explore today, is really you can fetch external web data using Google Docs, and you can use scripts to schedule fetching that data. You can fetch it in batches. You can store it. You can do all kinds of processing with it. And really, like, for somebody who doesn't know coding, like, you know, this is like, if you don't do any programming yourself, then this is a gold mine, right? Because you can actually start to do things that previously you really would have had to write some kind of program to do before. But you don't need to learn any real programming language. You don't have to have a server set up. You don't have to have a website. Like, you can just get going straight away.
Okay, let's say I'm still skeptical here. Show me something.
Okay, so
impress me.
So let me show you what I mean. So this is a website that I built. Fuck yeah, Spotify. So Spotify is a music sharing service in the UK and Europe. And I wanted to know, like, what are the top tweeted albums every day, and I wanted to display them in this app, right? And that's pretty cool. But it's obviously going to take me a bunch of time to code this up. So actually, before I built the app, I started with this, right, which is just a simple Google Docs, and I'm going to talk you through everything that I use to build this in the video today. And all I do is I make a bunch of, like, web calls to a bunch of different APIs. I use the Topsy API to fetch data from Twitter, so I fetch the top Spotify albums. I fetch data from the Spotify API, and what this does, like, this allows me to do the proof of concept of my web app without having to do the whole hog and, like, actually build the whole app, from the ground up. And this spreadsheet probably took me like 10 minutes to build, maybe. And instantly I can see what the data looks like. I can say, oh, well, is this interesting? Is it worth going ahead and building the app? And for me, this is the power of Google Docs, is you can just knock something together really quickly. It's not a robust solution. Like, this isn't the final product, but it's awesome for just understanding. Does the data look any good? Right.
It's almost like building an MVP, like a minimum viable product. See if you can get something there. Or would you disagree?
Yeah, absolutely. And so I was talking with Dan Shapiro last night from SparkBuy. He just got bought by Google. And he was talking about when SparkBuy first started, he actually paid a guy $50 on Rent-A-Coder to go and fill out a mass Google Doc with all kinds of laptops and their attributes and so on. And, like, you can do a lot of that stuff with Google Docs, either by, like, paying people to fill it out, but actually you can fetch your own data in scale using Google Docs, and I'm going to show you how to do that today, and hopefully kind of walk you through, for those people who maybe aren't full-scale developers, or even if you are a developer, but you just want a really quick way of prototyping or fetching an API, hopefully this video is for you.
Great. All right, let's get started.